Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What stream? What did I cover? Quite a few comics. We did Sonic Live. We did, trying to recover King Acorn. We saw, the retcon of Julius Kintobor, I guess. I don't know if he goes by Kintobor. I don't know. Um, what's the mod requirements? What do you mean? What's the mod requirement? Like to be a moderator of my channel? Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? You interrupted your Simpsons wrestling. You can go back. No one's forcing you to be here. We did get very upset. I got pretty upset yesterday because of how terrible the stories were, but we're doing everything wrong with the RE4 remake. Yes. At some point, yes. The Legion of Doom and Nukel. Nice to see you again too, Shenard. It gets better in the end? I doubt that, but you know what? I'm gonna trek on. What a few weeks it's been. It sure has. Can't wait for issue 128-737 when it finally gets good. This morning I'm feeling good. Just maybe a little sluggish, but overall, well. You were late. You were cleaning. You weren't late. We just started. It's okay. Have I thought about making more everything I love about videos? Yes, I would love to at some point. I don't know what I would cover. The issue with me, and I know that this is an issue with me personally, is that like when I see that one video doesn't do well, it scares me from putting in effort to making more videos of a similar nature. Because it's just like, oh wow, that did terribly, and I put the same amount of effort into it. It's probably not worth doing again. And when like the last one I did was I think Legends Arceus, and it was so like the game had just come out. It was so recent, and like Pokemon, unless you're like specifically a Poketuber, it's difficult to really get your audience to watch Pokemon content. I've realized, because I love Pokemon games, right? And making videos on them has been fun, but they just do not get viewed on my channel. So like that, I think that sort of rocked the boat for me, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that again. You know, I do want to though. I do definitely want to make more what I love about videos for sure. Crocomancer with the 2, thank you so much. You started IDW Sonic so good. Enjoy Penders, thank you. I can't wait to get to IDW at some point. Would I be thinking about doing everything wrong with Mega Man Battle Network? Yes, I would love to play those games finally and make videos on them. I don't know if that's enough. Like Mega Man's another fandom where it's like, I think that the fandom is rather small, but people are very passionate about Mega Man, and that's another one where I'm like kind of worried that like if I do cover it, it's not gonna do the numbers I want it to, and so I'm gonna feel like, it's not doing well. You know what I mean? You didn't want to get spoiled after all? Yeah, that was the thing, is that like Nathan and I really didn't think about that because we played the game before it came out. Played through it, beat it, 100%ed it before it came out. Like we finished our videos the day the game officially released, and like nobody was watching our shit because like nobody wanted to be spoiled on it. And it's just like, yeah, that was we kind of had a lack of foresight on that one, didn't we? Because a lot of people like, and it's kind of frustrating, right? Because I've seen other channels do stuff like that where they'll get a review code or something and then release videos the day that it releases, and they get banger views because like so many people are interested in seeing those creators play those games. But I guess when it comes to our content, they're just like, no, all you're doing is like, we don't really want to see your content because it's spoiling like what happens in it. As opposed to like a let's play or I don't know. And so it's very demotivating, I guess. Yo, what's up, Peaches? How much have I recorded from Sonic Live? It's but a faint memory to me now, the Luminant. You said that, and I'm immediately thinking of Jessica and Steven, and I'm like, wow, those poor children. I hope they're doing well nowadays. But, man. I hope that, like, nothing happened to them following the release of that comic, where, like, because kids can be cruel sometimes, and if they saw them and they were like, where's Sonic? How's your best friend Sonic doing, Steven? And it's just like, I can't imagine. It sounds cool, but then you realize that people are gonna shit on you for that. How bad was it? It was pretty fucking bad, dude. It was pretty damn bad. Oh, well, thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. The fact that Penders did not pay his own kids. I mean, at the very least, give him, like, an allowance or something. Oh, thank you, Midnight. Did you watch the VOD? Probably. I mean, full disclosure, it's, like, the worst story that we've read out of any of these. It was one of the worst comics, yeah. Oh, great! Wow! Ken and Kent? Say it ain't so! Beginning right where the last miniseries left off, the lessons of history and culture have always been handed down from one generation to the next. Not only do these actions often preserve a proud heritage and tradition, but they sometimes allow the young to gain wisdom and experience from their elders in the hopes of improving that which came before. While many have attempted to chronicle their yesterdays in a manner favorable to them, true historians find... Oh, for some reason I thought there was an apostrophe. Historians is... Most true historians find it is best... Yeah. True historians find it is often best to liken history to a prism, an object with numerous points of view, in order to see the whole picture. As with anything else, the insight that is obtained from those lessons are at best assimilated a bit at a time. With each new piece comes a greater understanding and awareness, and it is no different with Knuckles the Echidna. Thankfully, in his early stage of learning, he has become aware of how little he truly knows, and how much more he has yet to master. Since his encounter with a malevolent ancestor calling himself Enerjack, Knuckles has sought to learn more of his heritage in order to better understand his present life, and be better prepared for the future. While it is true that the current guardian of the floating island can grow, it is equally true that oftentimes, even the best of us can never be completely prepared. Should the current and next issue be the same? Oh, shit. I was going to add the next issue, but I forgot to. Thank you for catching that. In a hidden complex inside the floating island's forbidden zone. Swoosh! Alarm off! Activate monitors! Sensor readings are off the chart. Is it possible that Dimitri... Patience, brother. Patience. Just be ready for anything. By the ancient walkers, I should have known. After all this time, first Dimitri, and now the Dark Legion. Army of Darkness? I didn't know this was going to be a... God, I forgot the name of that director. The dude who did the Spider-Man movies. Sam Raimi. I didn't know this was a Sam Raimi comic. If I act now, I may yet be able to warn Archimedes and my son. Oh. I was looking for the asterisk. I'm like, where is it?
This is the life. The great outdoors, no omnipotent relatives, no obnoxious hedgehogs. What is it? What's the matter, Archie?
I have a bad feeling, Knuckles. Something's not right.
What are you talking about? Things couldn't be better.
How can I convince him without telling the whole truth?
Why would you not tell him the whole truth?
That his father and I share a telepathic link, and I've received a mental message of grave danger.
Just tell him that. Why would you not tell him? What? God damn it. We've begun. It's already started.
Hold it. What's that sound?
Ah, it's the past. Train this device upon them, gradually absorbing their energies until Echidnopolis is once again joined. Are we actually explaining this shit again?
Our dad's is something else, I'll say. Dad was telling the council has no choice but to approve their plan.
The council has decided to deny the petition.
Huh?
Weak-willed fools. You'll be sorry.
Oh, Dad.
This way. It's coming from over there.
The latest is a sharp one. His sense of hearing is better than I thought.
Bit on the bright side, huh, Archie? I've never seen anything like it.
Me either. But my antennae are tingling like mad. My ant sense is tingling.
David with the 5, thank you so much for stopping by to say hi. There's something you wanted to watch on Netflix now. The Investigators, a cute UK mystery series with child detectives. That sounds pretty cute. Well, I wish you the best. Have fun. Everything's perfect. Something feels wrong. Explain. No.
Will you look at that? Who are these guys?
More importantly, Knuckles, what do they want?
You think these mugs are up to no good?
How are you looking at, like, tanks and robots and shit and not immediately assuming that it's Robotnik? Like, are these spotlights or are these lasers? Because that would determine whether or not you should be, like, wary, right? Also, you're the guardian of the floating island. I'm surprised you don't immediately jump to them being bad guys.
That's what I like most about you, Knuckles. Your ability to assess the situation at hand.
Have Kent Taylor and Ken Penders read any of the fucking comics so far? Because that is not who Knuckles is. He does not assess the situation at hand. He punches first, asks questions later. If there's a thing we've learned about him in this series, it's... My goodness. My goodness, dude. Attention.
Sensors registering heat signatures 10 meters to the right.
Check it out, Drone 14. I don't know who I am.
It's this fucking ant who kept telling him he needs to assess the situation. Yeah, exactly.
Dad, are you alright? My father!
Okay, honestly, I'm glad that they don't have like a narration bubble or something that says the past again, because you shouldn't need it. Like, I feel like Archie has the bad habit of like over-explaining things sometimes, when you can just show like, hey, through the colors and through like whatever, you should be able to assess that this is the past. This is a good decision. I like that they don't explicitly tell you this is the past, because yeah, we can see that.
Dad, are you alright? My father! Where's my father? I was so worried about you.
No, lad, you can't go in there.
But my father!
I'm very sorry, Manica. But your father... Come, boys. It's time we went home. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider his ways and be wise. Got any ideas, Archie? He's gonna find us, and there's too many of them, even for me to scrap with.
Sensors indicate heat signature dissipation.
You mean whatever it was just disappeared?
For the moment, Sensors are targeting new heat signature readings.
Why do I get the feeling these guys spell really bad news?
Knuckles, what are you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, you think these guys are dangerous? What the hell is happening right now? Man, I wonder if I should fight these guys.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Could be because they make an imposing first impression, perhaps. Like they did almost 400 years. As a reaction to the actions taken by your side of the family.
Ago? Did they forget the word ago? Ding dong.
Yes? What do you want? This is regarding the matter stated in your letter, in the letter you received, citizen. You can't be serious. There should be a vote on this. The Citizen Council of Echidnopolis did have a vote. If you weren't responsible enough to take your part, that's your fault. Well, the citizens who are against the legislation shouldn't have to give up their technology. Think of what you'll do to our quality of life.
That's an Echidna with boobs. That's just Knuckles with boobs.
Both factions agreed to abide by the Citizen Council's vote. Huh? Marta! What do you think you're doing? Marta! Marta!
Tangy Boy with the 250, thank you so much. Hello, you've been really enjoying the streams? I'm glad. I'm very glad. Is that Sonic with a gun? Is that Fleetway Sonic with a gun as your profile picture? What are my thoughts on the Nocturnus clan? You mean the Dark Legion? I just met them. I can't really have an opinion on them.
Make certain you take this with you. I've had it up to here with Monday Night Foosball.
How dare you government thugs come in here and confiscate my property! Sorry, sir. It's now the law, and I'm just doing my job. Marta, you gave them the VCR! Worse, you gave them the remote control! How am I gonna watch my foosball now? Not the Sega Genesis, Marta! I see Mr. Arund is having a fit over the latest referendum. I'm just grateful the majority is going along with the policy peacefully. Thanks for making my job easy, Menaker. We hadn't any need for this equipment, so we're only too happy to cooperate, Steppenwolf. These goddamn names, dude. Stop over sometime when it's not business, okay? Will do, cousin. After all, what need have I for antiques when I have access to state-of-the-art?
I'm guessing this is Steppenwolf.
Well, I still see nothing!
Sensors register heat signature readings in the immediate vicinity.
Your sensors need to be recalibrated. You're merely chasing shadows, Drone 14.
Shh, comrade. Tell your boss I may be small, but I'm certainly much more than just a shadow.
Beep, beep, beep. Intruder alert.
Say, pal, know what time it is? It's crunch time!
I'm impressed. That was quite the haymaker. And that catchphrase, it's crunch time. It sounds so you.
Where they're gonna catch us if we don't beat out of here? What are you waiting for? After them! Easy with that stuff, man. It still has to be cataloged and stored. Just because it's being collected doesn't mean we're destroying it.
A moment of your time, Father, if I may.
Make it quick, son. I'd like to finish up this sector as soon as possible. It's as you feared, Father. Simplifying our society is proving to be a most controversial undertaking. Already there are signs of insurrection. I never thought this was an easy policy to implement, Steppenwolf. We knew there would be some opposition. But did you ever imagine his kind, Father? The kind that skulk in the shadows.
Oh, it's not Steppenwolf? Oh, shit. I thought it was.
Is everyone here? Gather round, for there is much to do. We all know why we're here. All of us not only believe in our cause, We acknowledge it a sacred duty. The power elite would like us to go back to the Dark Ages. Only Dimitri had... Huh? What's that? Where'd that sound come from? Look! Over there! It's worse than I thought! Stay where you are! These guys are hardcore. I better get, and fast! Don't stop him! Don't let him escape!
The Lumen with the 5, thank you so much. Lord, every Echidna here is just Knuckles' face recolored. It's modern Paper Mario Toads all over again. That's why I'm, like, giving them the same voices, because, like, they don't seem unique enough for me to, like, really think of a different voice. Because here's the thing, too, is that, like, I don't know how frequently they're going to be in the series, and because they look so generic, it's weird for me to think to give them a different voice. So I'm, like, just doing variations on the Knuckles voice, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing variations of, like, you know, it's Knuckles' voice, but maybe a little lower. It's Knuckles' voice, but maybe a little older. You know, a little higher pitched, a little more feminine. So it's just like, I don't know. I can't wait a few future issues where Knuckles goes, it's crunch time and crunch all over the place. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept that, you know?
Not too friendly, are they?
We can't afford to be flippant about them, Knuckles. As you said, there's more of them than there are of us.
That can be easily remedied. Say, bro, what's shaking? An invading armada.
An invading armada, that's what. The kind that doesn't take prisoners from the look of things.
So that's what all the commotion is about.
Get around, guys. We haven't much time. Going toe-to-toe with the invaders could be suicidal. Therefore, this calls for more covert actions.
You mean more sneaky than SBO? SBO? Where? Your papers are playing tricks on you, dude!
I love how Vector's drawn in this panel. It's pretty he looks pretty damn good.
How do you do it?
I'll be.
Echidna's trade secret.
Snap, crackle, pop, pop, pop.
Hold it! The sounds of it, they're closing in. Scatter, everyone! And wait for my signal. Now, move! Archie, wait! Something's bothering him big time. But what? Does he know something about our enemies I don't? Wouldn't be the first time. Yo, fool! Don't you know drive-bys can hurt somebody? Just ask Tupac! Like, namely, me! Yo, this is whack! I bet you guys didn't come to chill either. Get out of the way, Vector!
Oh, get out of the way, Vector! You're not the only swinger here.
Oh, they'd like to swap wives, I guess.
All right, Mighty, you got it going on!
It's so weird that, like, I kind of code Knuckles as black, but, like, this comic is coding Vector as black. It's so strange. I did know that there's a Japanese manga. Yes. I'm gonna give them all femme Nux voices. Unless they're a little bit more unique, yeah, I might. What do I mean by that? Well, like, he's very hip-hop, you know what I mean? Like, or, okay, I know that sounds racist, and it probably is, and I apologize. I don't mean for it to be. But, like, his speech mannerisms is what I mean. And, like, I like coding Knuckles black just because, like, he seems like he would be, you know what I mean? And Vector, to me, doesn't seem like it, but this comic is almost writing him with that sort of, like, chill 90s attitude, I guess. Yeah, and it's exactly, Dom. It's not my place to say, but it's just like, I'm glad you agree.
Looks like we're meeting with resistance. Cling, cling, clunk, cling. They'll learn. Resistance is futile. What was that? I don't see anything. Are you guys nuts? There's nobody there. Yep, that's me, Mr. Nobody. Gotta jump! Hasta la vista, you losers. If that didn't get you down, maybe this will. Say goodnight, Charlie. Have some unpleasant dreams.
How's it going, gang?
Oh, how's it going, gang?
I'm throwing out the garbage, Knuckles. But it just keeps piling up.
They're crawling on the floor. They're crawling out of the woodwork, Nux!
We need a plan, fearless leader.
Everybody, due north! We need to find a place to regroup. They may have strength in numbers, but we know the terrain.
Fight fire with fire, I always say. If they're going to leave this baby lying around, I'll make use of it. Of course, Dad would disagree. Whoa! Better pay attention. Bogey's in pursuit.
Take him down, by any means necessary. Yeah! Proceed to crash site. The Grand Master wants confirmation there are no survivors. Say, Nux, you sure we're the only ones who know how to hip-hop around here?
See what I mean? Very hip-hop. Black dude here, it's mine. Thank you. Like people who grew up in the 90s love Sonic. Yeah. I feel like mostly because of his style, I would assume, right? And especially because like a lot of Sonic music, especially in the 90s, was very derivative of black music, which is really cool. Like I forget. I need to like look it up again. But there's a video I saw of a dude who's like showing Sonic songs, or sorry, showing like original songs, and then showing like what those songs later were that Sonic songs in the future were based off of. Maybe he's a big fan of the Japanese hip hop scene. True. And it's like super, super cool, like to see just how inspired Masato Nakamura was on like black music. It's super cool to see.
Stay cool, guys. If only your ancestors were as wise. However, you happen to be all that is left. Listen up, all of you. Clasp your hands behind your head, and don't anyone even think about being a hero. Now follow me. I'd rather trek through the desert again, thank you very much. I said hands behind your head, Red Echidna. Do you see how big my head is? There's not much I can do.
One of the beta songs for Sonic Heads was a direct 8-bit rendition of an R&B song. Really? That's sick. I love learning stuff like that. MJ's peak Sonic 3. Well, and not just like Sonic 3 music. Like that's like the most modern example of it, and that's like the quintessential example of it. But there were like, especially in Sonic 1, some Sonic 2 tracks like have I'll have to find the video for you guys and play it for you, because like I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Come on, Dom.
I'd reconsider if I were you. After all, we have more in common than you think. Huh? I'm Kragok. Join me, and together we can reclaim our birthright. Oppose me, and you can call me your worst nightmare. What's it going to be?
Well, goddamn, Cragcock. He sure is unique. This I thought was kind of cool, because it shows, like, based on the game, it shows you, like, a map of what Angel Island kind of looks like. You are here along with Knuckles and Archimedes. Find out what they do to get home in the next issue. Former side of Echidnopolis. Angel Zone. I'm guessing they mean like Angel Island Zone, because that was just a level back then. Sandopolis, mostly unexplored. Marble Garden, Lava Reef, Mushroom Hill, Hydro City. They call it Hydro City here. Hidden Palace. This is weird. So, Lake Nessie. Okay, Ice Cap Zone. This is kind of all over the place. I don't know that I agree with this. Because you would start an Angel Island Zone, right? And then, like, you would fall down to a bridge, and then get transported all the fucking way over here to Hydro City Zone. And then after Hydro City, you end up in Marble Garden Zone, and then there's no Casino Night Zone. I don't know where that would be. Let's say it's in Echidnopolis or something. You end up here, which isn't too ludicrous. And then after that, Casino Night, you have Ice Cap, which again isn't too ludicrous, I suppose. After Ice Cap, you have Launch Base, which I have no idea. I mean, maybe that's also in Echidnopolis. I have no idea. Then after that, you go to Mushroom Hill. For Mushroom Hill, you go into Flying Battery, which, to be fair, that's in the sky, so that doesn't really matter. After Flying Battery, you end up in Sandopolis all the way over here. So I guess you flew from Mushroom Hill to Sandopolis. Then after Sandopolis, you end up in Lava Reef? Yes. Which I guess is not the... It's not as ludicrous. Oh, Launch Base is over here. I didn't even realize. What the fuck? Oh, and here's Carnival Night Zone. Okay. This doesn't make that much sense. Oh, okay, Flying Battery Zone, Death Egg Zone, and Doomsday Zone do not appear. They occur off-island. Yeah, that makes sense. Unmarked territories are zones yet to be explored in either future adventures or Sega game cartridges. Swampy Swamp, Vector's Home, Strawberry Fields, Charmy's Hive, Rainbow Valley, Espio's Home, Rocky Hill, Mighty's Home. I'd love to see these places. Knack's Nook, Renfield T. Rodent's Rat Hole, Knuckles' Lair, Fire Ant Hill. Sure. Yeah, let's say that this is accurate. Whatever. I don't think it is, but sure. Zoom in. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you guys probably couldn't see that. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, I'll just get to width. Yeah. So the Chaos Chamber is over here with the Zoot Chute next to Launch Base Zone. The cave where Knuckles held Sonic and Tails prisoner in the Mushroom Hill. Site where Sonic and Tails crash landed in issue 13 over here. So they were like right next to Hydro City Zone. Happy Land Amusement Park, which is Carnival Night Zone. Oh, and I also forgot that like my cursor's not on screen, so you guys probably couldn't. You didn't realize what I was saying. So, like, you start off in Angel Island Zone, which they just call Angel Zone here because they don't have space. But then you go from Angel Island Zone to Hydro City Zone over on the right. And then from Hydro City, you somehow end up in Marble Garden to the left, like passing Mushroom Hill and Lava Reef. And then from Marble Garden, you go to Carnival Night all the way over here behind Ice Cap. Somehow. I don't know how that happens. And then from Carnival Night, you end up 1, 2, 3. You end up in Ice Cap, which is right next to it. That makes sense. 4, 5, and then from there you go to all the way to Launch Base somehow. Oh, I guess because you do take a cannon in... No, because you take a cannon in Carnival Night, right? And that's how you end up in Ice Cap. What happens after Ice... I don't even remember what happens after Ice Cap. I know you're in Launch Base, but that's all the way over here. And then after Launch Base, you end up in Mushroom Hill, which makes sense, because it's pretty close. After Mushroom Hill, you go to Flying Battery, which is off-island. After that, you end up in Sandopolis, so you probably go from Mushroom Hill on the right to Sandopolis on the left. After that, you go into a pyramid, and then you end up in Lava Reef, which is not unreasonable. Where would the Mystic Ruins go? Where to go? I'm assuming it's probably somewhere where Echidnopolis is, or something. Quote unquote, you know. Sonic and Tails roll through snow. That's right. They went from saying Echidnopolis was in Sandopolis to claiming it was in the center, and then it reappears in Marble Garden. That's a lot. Holy shit, dude. I have no idea. Is Carnival Night not built by Eggman? I thought it was. Why isn't Sky Sanctuary in the sky? That's a fantastic question. I have no idea. I mean, it probably is, but this is just like where it is in terms of... Oh yeah, I guess I never got there, did I? Okay, so after Sandopolis and Lava Reef, you go to Hidden Palace Zone, which makes kind of sense. And then you go to Sky Sanctuary, which also kind of makes sense. But it's weird to think that Sky Sanctuary is like right next to Ice Cap for some reason. That just seems strange to me. And then you have like the other names over here with Swampy Swamp and Strawberry Fields, Rainbow Valley, Rocky Hill, which are in these locations somewhere in between Marble Garden and shit. Weird. Anyway. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, we're doing this again? Okay. Wait, this is March what? 96? March 97. Okay, so I was a year old.
You see, Sonic? This is where this here separates the winners from the wimps. The ultimate in firepower.
That little thing?
Watch!
Spring. Big Bad Mama Tama. Oh, Mama Jamma. Sorry. You want it when? I want it now.
Is that smoking or what?
Yeah, Rotor. What kind of kick does that bruiser have? That's a planet buster if I ever saw one.
Actually, it's a party hardy quadrasonic rock and roller. This thing'll blow through doors, walls, penetrable barriers, you name it.
Different zones?
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to except in extreme situations. Now over here for more practical purposes.
Ah, that's no fun.
Just because it's practical doesn't mean it's not fun. And the day eating quits being fun. And the day eating quits being fun? Hold it, the alarm.
Boy, and is it cranking?
Let's see what the board says.
Maybe somebody tripped over a lost swap bot.
Also, if they could use this party hardy quadrasonic rocket roller to just destroy Eggman, they could just Robotnik. They could just destroy Robotropolis and win. This is all they need. If it can blow through shit, no problem. They win. Why aren't they using it? Can Rotor beat Goku? I think so. Change the current issue. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you. Boink. The next one is Sonic Blast. Ah, goody! A comic based on my favorite Sonic game.
It's worse than that, Sonic the Hedgehog! Much worse! According to this, something catastrophic is happening on the floating island!
You mean Knuckles is in trouble?
Ah, this is written by Penders.
Well, that's one way of putting it, Sonic! I better alert the princess!
No need, Rotor. I'm already here. All right, everyone. Let's scramble. Mon Dieu! Everything's in emergency around here!
I don't know why I couldn't do Antoine's voice there.
Doesn't anyone know how to relax on here on this day off? Where to this time? None other than the land of Echidnas and Chaos Emeralds. The floating island.
That quake can only mean one thing. Something or someone is messing around in the Chaos Chamber. And if there's one thing I don't like, it's someone messing around in the... Holy! What are you doing here?
Doing here? If I'm here for the emeralds, you thief. So hand them over, or else.
Or else what?
Don't make me have to get tough with you. Just because you guys don't have problems don't mean we have to solve them for you.
Wait, why do you talk different now?
We? Who else is with you? Me, my lad. And I'm not one to trifle with...
He's Irish, okay.
Me, my lad, and I'm not one to trifle with once I get me Irish up.
That was more Scottish, but I'm trying. Is that Scourge? That's Scourge. That was very Scottish, yeah. It's just, I'm trying to do like Knuckles' voice mixed with Irish, and it's just short-circuiting my brain. Like, I'm trying to think of like how I would do that.
Top of the morning to you, lads. I wish I could just do my Irish accent, but
That's still Scottish. Because when I go deep, I go Scottish. I don't know why. How much this comic loves romance? I figured that would get Yeah, I thought so too, Greg.
Pal, you just bought yourself a one-way ticket back to Bozo Town, i.e. Island. If anyone is going to be punching my ticket, it sure won't be by the likes of you. Hey, Cora, the portal's closing, laddie, and we didn't get what we came here for. And you won't if I have anything to say.
Wait, why is Auntie Knuckles' eyes blue?
Maybe not this time. We'll just have to try something else.
But, oh boy.
Knuckles, what are you doing lying down on the job? Get up and stop him, son!
Archimedes, talk about a great sense of timing.
I hurried over as soon as I heard trouble.
Wait, your eyes are blue too. Wait, since when? You had no color in your eyes here, and then they're blue now? And now they're black again. What the fuck?
As soon as you heard. I didn't know news traveled that fast.
There are many things you still don't know about me, Knuckles.
So what do we do now? I don't think we've seen the last of those two.
So it seems.
Why didn't they steal the emerald? Weren't they here for the emerald? They just left.
One of them did bear a striking resemblance to you, while the other looked very much like your hedgehog friend.
Very funny.
To be fair, Auntie Knuckles could be any other Echidna. Like, he could just be one of the Echidna tribe with a beret. Like...
Excuse me, did someone say Hedgehog?
I can see it's gonna be one of those days. What are you doing here?
Our satellites showed you might be having problems, so we decided to see if we could lend a hand. Is everything all right?
Well, we did have some unwanted visitors. One of them was a spitting image of you, except for the black leather jacket and dark shades.
Black leather jacket? Dark shades? Sounds like trouble.
Seems like it. And it sounds like they won't quit until they get the Chaos Emeralds.
Well, if it's who I think it is, then I know how to find him. How about we see if we can't take him by surprise?
Sounds like a plan.
What is that Tails drawing, dude? That's not Tails. That is like someone. That is a body snatcher. Tails is dead. That is a beast that took Tails' body and is wearing it like a puppet suit. Hello, I am your best friend, Tails. And I always have been. That's not Tails, that's Backbone. Were those colors necessary? No, they were not. He's turning into Moraine. Also, that Sonic pose looks almost like the Frontiers pose, doesn't it? I am Tails, and I have two tails. Boop, boop. Who is even speaking? I'll just say it's Tails. Look at Sonic the Hedgehog go! He really loved to cut loose on the cosmic interstate.
Move over, slow-mos. One true blue hedgehog coming through.
He doesn't know, does he?
No what?
About your knowledge of the floating island. Or us.
I mean, it's a pretty obvious... What do you mean he doesn't know? Yeah, he knows. Didn't they discuss this before? Wasn't it, like, made obvious that Sally knows who Knuckles is and that, like, she spent... Or was Sonic not there for that? He might have not been there for that. Sonic Man with the two things so much. That's not Tails, that's Heads.
No, I've protected your secret, along with so many others.
Not easy, is it?
No, being the daughter of a king never is. Even when on vacation, we would travel to locations only my father knew of. When we arrived on the floating island, I thought we were alone until I heard a slight rustling in a nearby bush.
David with the 5, thank you so much. Have I seen all the Team Fortress 2 performances? The characters are bad stereotypes with more or less natural accents, German, Russian, Scottish. I mean, I've seen some of them, yeah, but I was never really into Team Fortress 2, though. Kilometers Head's weakness. Well, is that really what prower means? Because it's not prowess. I mean, it might be. I don't know. Possible Sonic 3 reference with him being in the bushes? Wow, his eyes are actually purple there.
It was only after I wandered off on my own that you revealed yourself to me.
Who are you? That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing, sister.
We discovered we both had a great deal in common.
My dad wants me to be ruler of our people someday.
My dad wants me to be the guardian of the floating island someday.
Unfortunately, I couldn't talk about you to anyone, lest your father discover you broke the rules of your apprenticeship. Not even when we had to go back to the floating island because of Robotnik did I let on I knew you.
Didn't she? I'm pretty sure she knew, right? Or sorry, not she knew. I'm pretty sure she said something to someone, right? Am I misremembering? Because I'm pretty... No, she didn't? I could have sworn that she, like, said, hey, that's Knuckles. I kind of know Knuckles. We have a little bit of history. But maybe they just talked about that amongst themselves? I could have sworn that, like, she let it slip or that someone heard her say something about it.
Do you think you should tell Sonic?
I'll deal with that at the proper time. Right now, we've more important things to consider.
Such as?
How's your quest going?
No luck yet finding the crown, but I'm working on it.
Hold on! We're about to hit the off-ramp! Strap yourselves in, everyone!
That's still not Tails. I don't believe it.
We're here, wherever here is.
That's right, Sal. You've never been here. It's a backwards world where the freedom fighters are the aggressors and the bots are the oppressed.
Were there SWAT bots? I don't remember there being SWAT. I know that Robotnik was here, but I don't remember there being SWAT bots.
Get out of my way, you geek. And Robotnik is this kind family doctor.
At least he's not an evil dictator. So do we contact him or what?
Yeah, well, he's not an evil dictator because you guys are. I'd argue that that's more dangerous.
That's not necessary! Not when I can have my remote scanner fly over the area and transmit back to us whatever it sees!
I like the woods. I am the fox who hangs out with the fighters for freedom.
Don't you find it ironic that we depend so much on technology in our fight against a technological enemy?
Fight fire with fire, I always say!
I mean, it's funny because we were actually just talking about that last issue, and the only reason we talked about it was because, like, Sonic was being kind of a bitch about it. Like, he was the one being like,
I don't trust technology or science, because that's what Robotnik uses.
and it's just like, dude, I mean, that's such a leap in logic, in my opinion. Omnihog with the 2, thank you so much. Six was right. Tails is a pod person. A pod person? What?
I am Tails. I can increase verticality with my appendage.
I won't stop. Dude, come on. You can't tell me that's Tails.
Ready, laddie?
Speedster's mine. Let's take him.
Looks like they found us. Boo! Look at my giant booty cheeks.
Now I'm just Mario.
What?
Sonic the Duck.
I'm a hedgehog, buddy. But I'm way ahead. I will duck. You shouldn't telegraph your punches that way, Bubba.
Give it up, my lad, while you still can.
Still not Irish.
Are you out of your mind? What kind of accent is that? Sonic and Knuckles can take care of themselves.
Should we jump in?
I already said no. Gotta stop reading it out of order.
Can that please forever be Tails' voice? No, no, just for this issue. It's Mario and Moraine at the same time, yeah.
Why don't you be a good boy and say uncle?
I don't have an uncle. I guess I'm just fucking Scottish now. Top of the morning to you. But I do have this kindly old aunt.
Stand still, you sickening goody two sneakers. Why? My mama didn't raise no fool. That's your opinion. Ha! Missed again. Hey! Let's see how you do when I go ultrasonic. Two can play at this game, punk.
Meanwhile,
This is getting, how to say, pretty old very quick. I wish they would finish each other off and be done with it with my watch.
Really? I'm rather enjoying the display of fighting styles before us. Also, I like your new accent, Tails.
Who are you?
You know, laddie, I really hate doing them. I really hate myself if I do this.
So I won't.
What the?
For the last time, get off my case. Now, if you care to explain what's going on, I'll chill.
Yeah, what's the deal here? We're duking, then you give up.
you make content. I keep calling you. You make content. I make content with the 5. Thank you so much. Is there a reason why Tails sounds like that? Did his head get an owie? He just doesn't look like Tails in some of these panels. He's progressively becoming more Tails, but early on, dude, this is what he looked like. Hold on. Look at that. That is not Tails. Destroy your kid with the 2. Thank you so much, plot twist. They actually did bring evil Tails. That would be some shit. Imagine. He's truly Scottish and just lying about being Irish. Yeah.
I never should have resorted to violence in the first place, no matter what the reason. And that is, someone is draining the energy from the Chaos Emeralds that sustain my island, and if we can't restore the energy, soon all will perish. And that's not worth fighting for? You wimp!
What is with this scan? Why is this scan like kind of blurry? What the hell?
You wimp! You're an embarrassment to echidnas everywhere! You don't understand. I don't! Aren't you the guardian of the floating island here? Aren't you responsible for the well-being of its inhabitants? You're right, except for one thing. It's not a floating island. See those bubbles out there? Yeah, what about them? That's the oxygen seeping out of the sunken island because the air containment field is about to run out of energy. No energy, no life. Atlantopolis is straight ahead, Sonic the Hedgehog. We should be pulling to the station in less than 30 seconds.
Wait, cool.
Luminant with the 10 months. Thank you. Wow, almost a full ass year, huh? It must have been when I started the marathon that you became a member. That's right. We'll likely get flack for this, but after seeing these uncanny faces, you're going to say this. This art feels like the comic version of the OG movie Sonic. Dude, I think it honestly gets worse, if I'm being honest. Like, some of the art, you think this is bad? Wait, the art just gets worse, unfortunately. David with the 2, thank you so much. Have I heard the cast of Punch-Out? Yes, I love Punch-Out Wii. Meep. Yo, what's up, Leo? Is this a part of their world, or did they go to the reverse world? They went to the reverse world, yeah. You're behind on these, but you figured you'd join in for the stream? Yeah, welcome. The Frontiers gameplay video is almost a year old. No way, really? Oh my god. Oh, you know, Bulin asked how Sonic Live was, and I just remembered that I have not updated the spreadsheet in a while. Hold on. Because we've read a bunch of them since then, and I have not updated which ones we've read. We are currently on Sonic the Hedgehog 44. Funk. There we go. Cool. We are up to date.
That's putting it mildly, Sonic. End of the line, but hopefully not us.
Whew, yours seems a bit thick.
Unless the we jerry rig.
Wait, that's how you spell that? Because I always thought it was like jerry rig.
Unless we jury rig something fast to power the air containment field, it'll get even thicker.
Hold it. You guys hear something?
Sounds like drilling or blasting.
Any idea where from?
It's a big complex, laddie. Could be any number of places.
What about it, Nicole? Can you help?
I need to activate the voice command on my Google thing.
Scanning. Head north by northwest to the lower levels. Follow the path past the fountainhead. Take a right, 3 flights down, and you should find...
Robotnik! Not satisfied with just our world, are ya?
On the contrary, I felt this world could not only be a great site for raw materials, but also a beta site to test my latest devices before I use them on you. Powered by the Chaos Emeralds I appropriated here. This packs more punch than anything you've encountered before. Behold!
There's an Irish caricature in that game. Yes, Aaron Ryan.
I couldn't split through dimensions or zones without attracting your attention, but here I can create all sorts of interdimensional doorways without arousing the citizenry, and you know why. There isn't any war, so they chalk up whatever disturbance I make to being a natural occurrence.
That's so twisted of you to exploit our world like that.
Yes, I thought so too.
Wish I thought of it first.
You have one serious drawback.
What's that?
You're still a hedgehog. SWAT bots. Take them to where they can commune with the fish. Up close and personal.
Remember when we thought Frontiers looked bad? Yeah, and you know what's weird is that, like, it doesn't look too different from what we saw back then. It's just that they weren't... It's a very different feeling having it in your hands and, like, exploring the islands yourself to, like, seeing someone do it and it just looks kind of slow and they don't have, like, the boost. Or, like, they're not... They have, like, level 1 boost and they're not, like, really going after the memory tokens and stuff. You know, like, you don't really get that sense of roller coaster ride-esque gameplay. You know what I mean? Has Amy shown up in any of these comics yet? Yeah, in a couple of them. She's not really a main character yet. Wow, Robotnik. Who would have thought?
Woman and children first. I'll get him for that. Boo!
What the fuck is happening?
Hope I have enough air to make it through. Seems rather mean looking around here. Look at the pretty fish.
Your turn.
Wait a minute, I'm being ratted out here. This wasn't part of the plan. Here, have some fistfuls of sonic brass.
Rock'em sock'em rock'em.
This'll teach you not to mess with me.
Quickly, Rotor, you're the best swimmer.
Oh, I didn't... Okay, I wasn't sure that that's what was happening. I didn't... Yeah, okay.
Quickly, Rotor, you're the best swimmer. Get out there and save Tails.
In the meantime, how about cluing us in on this plan? And you better have something better than no comment. The gloves are off, Robotnik. We know the whole scheme.
Wow, they're just skipping over a bunch of shit, I feel like.
Evil Sonic was working in cahoots with you for a piece of the action. Like so many other small-time thugs, he didn't really know what he was dealing with, did he?
Neither do you, Hedgehog. Each time we battle, I grow meaner and nastier, as this should prove. I'm going to make you wish you stayed roboticized when I'm through with you.
He's opened the gateway to our Chaos Chamber, Knuckles.
Wait, Archimedes was still with us? I don't remember that. Oh, I guess he wasn't. What the fuck is happening?
Archimedes! I wish you wouldn't do that.
Well, what are the two of you waiting for? Go make like heroes!
What do you suppose he thinks we should do? Follow my lead. And avoid the particle beam.
You go right, Sonic, while I go left. We need to divert attention away from Knuckles. On my mark, now!
Looks like they went from the frying pan into the fire. Quickly, Knux, help me reposition the Chaos Emerald.
It looks gigantic.
Did I ever tell you what my favorite dish is? Roasted hedgehog. It is absolutely out of this world.
How would you know?
I've had it before. Yum, yum.
Hey, Doc!
Huh? I forgot. The emerald. Now that I've got my own, I can destroy yours.
Robotnik's vanished.
Is he?
Nah, he's just a little misplaced.
So what happened?
In a second. First, I'll have to extract the emeralds from this pile of junk. The air containment field is about to collapse at any moment. Hurry! Open this panel! We need to place all 6 emeralds in their proper position.
I feel like just things are happening. Let me guess, he shrunk into the quantum realm. Yeah, exactly.
There! That does it! The field is at full strength.
You haven't explained what happened to Robotnik.
He intended to send you on a one-way trip, only it ricocheted back on him, sending him on the journey instead.
Any guesses as to where he is?
Back where he came from, most likely. He was going to destroy your Knuckles' Chaos Emerald, so it couldn't be used against him.
About time you showed up! Tails, Rotor, thank goodness you boys made it!
Hey, aren't you gonna untie me?
Please, laddie, let me take care of our guest first. I'll get back to you eventually.
What's up, Rotor? You seem down.
It's my remote scanner. I anticipated us using it everywhere except where we needed it.
Guess it's back to the drawing board for you.
Piece of shit. Stupid fucking...
Vend. Wow, that sure was a comic. Things sure happened in it. Characters were seen. Knuckles the Echidna number 2. The official Sega game adaptation of Sonic Blast. Look at Tails. Tails wasn't even in Sonic Blast. What do you mean? What the fuck is happening? Written by Michael Gallagher, art by Art Mawhinney. Okay, I like his art. Then Angela DeCesare. Okay, that's a toss-up. It's either gonna be great or not. With Dave Manak as a penciler. I think I like Manak's art, right? Damn, you couldn't give Spaz... Why was Spaz the ink master of the Tough Awards? Should've let him draw. Let him cook. Sonic the Hedgehog has seen some strange places in his day. Alternate universes, surreal zones, paracosmic realities, and much more. But none of these could have prepared him for the weirdest one of all. On Flicky Island. Wait, do you mean Sonic 3D Blast? Because those are two completely different games. Remote and uncivilized, the time... And you know what's worse, too, is that because it's not... When did Sonic Blast come out? Hold on. Sonic Blast came out in 97, I know that, but like... Oh, no, it was at the tail end of 96 as well. Okay, never mind. I mean, it was closer to 97, but it's just like... Whatever. I guess I would have assumed that it would be Sonic Blast. I'm like, oh, that's a weird one to adapt, but Thoughts on Mike Gallagher? I can't remember if I like him or not. I don't think I do. Remote and uncivilized, the tiny atoll's unspoiled environment houses more than just the planet Mobius's most endangered aviary species, the flicky bird. The island also contains the secret gateway to the ultimate zone, the Flicky Zone. Unfortunately for the inhabitants of the planet Mobius, the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik has detected this unusual location. He intends to plunder Flicky Island's possible Captain Plunder reference, Flicky Island's natural resources to fuel his own nefarious schemes. And so the stage is set. Sonic and the Freedom Fighters must prevent Robotnik from destroying the last pristine ecosystem on Mobius, not to mention stopping Ivo's acquisition of the hidden treasure inside the Flicky Zone. But this time, the Doctor is prepared for his enemies. Hoo boy, is he prepared. So come fly with the blue blur and lots of flicky birds as his most incredible adventure yet goes underway. We guarantee you'll have a Sonic blast. The same zones you enter when you play Sonic on your Sega Genesis games.
Sonic the Hedgehog and his compatriots must never hear what I'm about to say, Snively.
But of course, O Keeper of the Cellulite.
I want you to engage the super secret scrambler to prevent this communique from being intercepted. Have you taken care of that?
Oh, I've taken care of it all right, Dr. Robotnik. I don't think I've forgotten my recent humiliation upon your return from the Death Egg, Ivo. I was stuck to your butt for days.
Snively, your signal is breaking up.
And now you're all alone and far, far away, with no SWAT bots to protect you. Revenge will be mine at last.
Snively. That's better. What took you so long?
Just bringing you in loud and clear, sir. So you'll be heard by your enemies, you fat fuck.
Oh, wow, okay. The Knothole Freedom Fighters. Robotnik is really trusting of this guy. I don't think he knows that, like, Snively doesn't like him. Did Robotnik sit on Snively? He did. Yes, that happened. The Knothole Freedom
The Knothole Freedom Fighters.
Are you watching Mobius's Most Wanted, Rotor? That's my favorite show!
Oh, good to see you're back, Tails. No, our satellite scanner's intercepting one of Robotnik's transmissions.
I've got a lock on Ivo's location, and he's all alone. I'll contact our leading man, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's down by the harbor, which is where I want you to rendezvous, because Robotnik's way out in the South Mobocean.
Mobocean.
He sure is. What would old Blubberbolts be doing in such a remote locale?
You launch your bathysphere, and I'll meet you in the Sea Fox.
Wait, so they know that Tails can be trusted in a... Was that ever properly established that, like, Tails... That they know that Tails... No, it wasn't it? Because, like, I guess it happened off-screen, but I think Tails did report that, like, he went on his own adventures and shit, right? Who do I like more, Snively or Grimer? I think Snively's a hoot. I think Snively is very, very fun. I enjoyed Grimer, but, like... I don't know. I feel like he didn't have enough of his own personality. Whereas Snively, like, he's a coward, but at the same time, he is more individually devious. You know what I mean? Soon.
There you are, Sonic. Is anything wrong? You look upset.
Well, if you must know, Sal, I've been thinking about Knuckles the Echidna and the conflicting stories you've told me about your past life with him.
Wait, that happened already? Okay.
Oh, please. If I held back or bent the truth a little, you know I only did it to protect everyone on this planet. That's my job as a princess.
I feel like telling your constituents or your people the truth, no matter how difficult or whatever the hell it is, what would be the danger in telling, like, yes, I had a friendship with this guy, when I was a kid, and he was cool, and I maybe fucked him once, but that's all. I mean, that shouldn't change the way that you
perceive Knuckles.
Huh.
And you should also know that the man I'm currently interested in has a back full of blue bristles. You know how to bristle, don't you? You just put your lips together and...
Huh? Ugh.
What? What the fuck dialogue is this? You know how to bristle? Who calls kissing bristling? A bristle isn't, I mean, bristle, yeah, like that would be his quills or his spikes, but that doesn't make sense. You don't know how to flirt.
Blue, ships ahoy!
Oh my! Yeah!
Yes, back to business. Sonic, join your fellow freedom fighters. Robo-spotting.
Huh? What? Where?
Tell him, Rotor.
He camped out on a remote atoll called Flicky Island.
All aboard, partner! You can be sure Ivo isn't on vacation. Off you go, man, and good luck.
Once around the park, my good walrus. Now drive Miss Daisy home.
Next stop!
Flicky Island, a most remarkable atoll.
The W word? The W word. Hell Riz. Yeah, we'll just ignore the skunk in the room. Exactly, yeah. Thank you for showing you the lightest of why Sally is actually a terrible love interest. I'm glad. I'm glad that I can show people why she is not to be trusted and why, so far, she's real. I mean, I don't hate Sally Acorn by any means, but I don't like her as a love interest for Sonic. Not that I really enjoy anybody as a love interest for Sonic. I mean, the closest thing is Amy, but even then, it's just like, I don't think Sonic's interested. But whatever.
Where the flora and fauna bloom, not with flowers, but with precious gemstones, diamonds, rubies, pearls, sapphires. The monetary value is incalculable, but wealth has no meaning to me.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep.
However, the gemological potential does. If such a place as this exists, then its heart must be the most ultimate sacred stone, a Chaos Emerald. The most powerful natural force in the universe. With it, I shall rule this planet at last! I came alone because I knew how easy it would be to enslave the native species of the island. The flicky bird, a curious fowl that feeds on the bejeweled plant life, but best of all, foolishly friendly.
Whoop, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Because it has no natural predators, the flicky bird does not fear strangers.
Beep.
Deadly mistake when the stranger's name is Ivo Robotnik.
Beep, beep.
The perfect specimen to test my latest compact roboticizer.
Beep. Doot.
Yes, it works perfectly. In no time, I shall have a mecha army of flickybots.
Beep, beep.
And so,
Beep.
Go forth, my lovely flickybots. Patrol the coastline of your island and keep a sharp eye out for invaders who would dare impede my destiny.
beep, 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 flicky, flicky, flicky.
And now, to find a normal flicky bird. Ah, there's one now. I'll scare it, and they'll fly to safety. Boo!
Beep.
Attaboy, go for the green. I'm right behind you. Take me to your Chaos Emerald.
Beep, 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 beep.
Ugh.
Sonic the Hedgehog here. We're approaching Flicky Island. Come in, Tails. Do you see that swarm heading our way from the landmass?
Affirmative! I'll investigate! Switching to headset!
Be careful, little buddy.
Chill, Rotor! I proved my maturity in Down Under by taking on a horde of Crogbots, Mechamutts, and Wing Dingoes! I think I'll be alright! Our recon reported 400 feet, but it just looks like a flock of the rare Flicky bird! Ah! Mayday! Mayday!
Flicky, flicky, flicky.
They've been roboticized into deadly bird bots! Ah!
This can only be the work of that mechalomaniac, Robotnik.
I actually kind of love that word, mechalomaniac. Just loves machines.
Get out of there, Tails.
Can't maneuver! They've stopped my tailblade from spinning! I'm ditching!
Brace for impact!
Beep, 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 beep.
Remarkable! When robo-birdies come in contact with salt water, they revert to their normal form.
Happens all the time in zones. You just never know what will set off the transformation.
But doesn't Robotnik have badniks that go in water? I mean, that's never been a thing. Like, if they go in water, they've never transformed back. But okay, sure, whatever. The water ball thing? What water ball thing? The name of this comic is Sonic Blast, but they're adapting the story of Sonic 3D Blast? Yep. Is this the first time that Tails explained any of that, or no? I mean, in a comic, yes, but he did it, like, behind the scenes, I guess?
You hurt, Double Wag?
Just my pride!
Here comes another bunch of the nasties!
Watch out! They're ferocious!
But I'm ferociously fast. Watch this if you can.
Flicky.
Super slow-mo Sonic Cam. Oh my shit, dude. This is so dumb. This is what you guys meant. Faster than the eye can see, Sonic scoops up a handful of seawater. Before the physics of displacement can happen, Sonic forms it into a ball, hurls it at the oncoming Flicky bot, hitting it squarely. Total time elapsed 0.000000000000000000001 millisecond. I mean, I guess theoretically, if one could do it that quickly, that would be possible, but come on. Come on. That's dumb. This is why Archie Sonic went in a death battle with Wally West. That's fucking stupid. That's stupid as shit.
That clinches it! Saltwater reverses the robo mode on Flicky Birds!
You guys know what to do.
Yes, indeed!
Whip.
Take...
Oh, sorry.
Take that, beach man. I'm going off in search of Robo-Butt.
Man, when Sonic cuts through the water, he cuts through the water!
Surf's up.
Here come Flicky Bot reinforcements! Let's get ready!
Man your weapon! Semper Fi! Semper Fi!
Gesundheit!
Flicky. Flicky, Flicky.
No, that's our battle cry! Let's take him out!
Flicky.
Charge!
Wait, they just had water guns in the... Why did they just have water guns in the... Whatever, okay. Why did they just have water guns? Ooh.
I knew these rapid-fire super soakers would come in handy for a picnic or something! Who would have thought it'd be used like this?
Beep. Flicky.
Pour it on! No pun intended!
Beep. Flicky, 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 Flicky.
I'm establishing a beachhead!
Flicky, Flicky.
Look out! Another squadron attacking our flank! It looks grim!
Meanwhile, beep.
What an amazing landscape. The bushes and trees bloom jewels, and those little Flicky birds are everywhere.
Wait, why isn't this a zone? Why is this like part of just natural Mobius? Their rules are weird. Beep, beep, beep.
Help me out, chum. Have you seen Robotnik? Beep. I was never much of a caricaturist, but maybe he'll recognize this.
They had them because science. Don't worry about it. Well, thank you, Omnihawk, for the explanation and for the 2. Instead of, I've never even saw the. I never saw the death battle. I don't really watch that battle that much, so I wasn't aware. So I don't know.
Beep, beep, beep. Well, that set him off flying. He's in a tight ring. A magic ring? Beep, 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 beep. Whoa, there he goes, flying over a set of big boy's boot prints. Beep.
And at the end of the footprint trail, welcome back, JoJo.
Just as I expected. suspected a gigantic magic ring serving as a dimensional portal. I knew these flickies in their bizarre world had to come from the outside of the normal Mobian reality. Beep, beep, beep. Such an alternate dimension can only be powered by a Chaos Emerald. A Chaos Emerald that will soon be coming to the possession of Ivo Robotnik. The ultimate power is just a hop, skip, and jump away. Beep.
You can skip that jump, hophead.
Gadzooks, that voice, it can't be. Beep. Sonic the Hedgehog, you've interfered with my plans the last time. Now, our final confrontation begins.
Beep. Why don't we just cut to the chase, Tubbo? Turn yourself in and avoid any unnecessary oil shed.
Oil shed because he's half robot.
Shed this, Hedgehog, and shove it up your ass. My gauntlet-mounted particle beam. Great balls of cholesterol. It vaporized him.
Wrong again. That was the image of me moving away at double light speed. And now for a supersonic wedgie.
Ah! How, of all the nerve, how dare you?
Come on, Ivo, let me hear you say uncle.
Never. Flicky Island will be mine.
Okay, you asked for it, Flabio.
No, you did when you allowed our noses to meet. Observe the neural disruption field tuned to my physiology, but a shocking jolt to yours.
Ah! Humana.
Ah! Sonic is too disoriented to stop me this time. Beep. To the victor to go with the Chaos Emerald.
Huh? Hey, come back here. Ivo's got a head start, but I'll accelerate with my figure eight. Beep, 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 beep. Holy buckets! I'm feeling rather flicky.
Ah! Sonic was ill-prepared for me to ambush him in my new and improved techno-body battlesuit.
Ah! Beep, beep. That's a nasty exoskeleton he's got. Better start juicing. Hang a Louie.
This is the final boss. This is you only get to this final boss if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, actually, which is funny. But weird too, because the robot he's using as the final boss, but the zone is the second zone in the game. Wow, strange.
That hidden spin wheel, the kind of help missed by 5,280 feet. Beep. Yeehaw! All kidding aside, I need some help dealing with old Ironsides. Better start juicing. That hidden spin wheel.
Oh,
The kind of help that hidden spin wheel gave me enough power to crack his robo-husk.
Abandon ship.
Beep, 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 beep. Stand back, birds. Beep.
Oh no. Is this the end of Rico? Robo.
Beep.
wait, what? This is the end of Rico? I don't get the joke.
Come on, get up. I feel like humiliating you for another couple pages.
How fortuitous of you to grab me by the cape. The cape that I control by electromagnetic woven into the fabric.
Okay.
Hey,
And don't bother to struggle. My cape is made from the strongest fiber in the world. Palladium. Timber.
oh,
Fucking Doctor Strange over here.
the Robo-Rat's got me this time, and he spotted the location of the Chaos Emerald.
Ah, at last. A green light at the end of the tunnel.
Beep.
Wouldn't you know these foolish fowl would waste the limitless power of the emerald as a sculpture decoration? Well, I'm about to do a little redecorating. Such simple-minded featherbrains, squandering all this beautiful potential on a stupid statue.
Beep. Beep.
I put no faith in such paganism. And again, such a little religious tolerance isn't such a bad idea.
Beep.
Beep. Holy cannoli! The Graven Idol's roar set off a transdimensional reality quake.
Yeah, I recognize that sensation. I felt it once before when Supersonic and Hyper Knuckles destroyed that zone.
Egad, the Flicky Zone is collapsing upon itself. Even the magic ring gate
gateway is shrieking as I speak.
Huh? Robo's right. I've got to get out of here. This scene's giving me bad vibes. Wait, that's it. I vibrate at maximum speed of the atoms in my spines will pass through the Blade Mantium cape. It worked. I'm free.
This is very, like, classic, or not classic, but, like, very early Archie logic. I feel like a lot of the specials had shit like this, where, like, the main Archie series was more grounded and, like, was less convenient. The specials tend to be more convenient and more cartoony, you know what I mean? In case you wonder why most Archie characters are shown to be multiversal tier empowered by power scalars, it's mostly because of this issue. Really? That's stupid. This will continue until Sonic gets green eyes. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. What am I drinking? Just water.
Hold the door, 10WD-40 breath.
Wow, he hasn't called him that in a while.
What the? Sonic? Impossible! No! Stay away! Don't! Oof.
Coming through.
Ah! The portal ring is closing! Help me, Hedgehog!
It's hard to be a hero sometimes. Hey, not too rough! I almost dropped the Chaos Emerald!
Oh.
Hey, not too rough! I almost dropped the Chaos Emerald!
Come on already, stop worrying about that!
Ow! No! Must have Emerald!
Will you get over it before you lose your arm?
Beep! Oh! Shit! Fuck! Something bit me! Ass!
Good, how to be a flicky bird.
I lost the gem! What's good about it?
It means all the flickies are alive and well, and out of your reach.
Not all, Hedgehog. I still have my airborne flock of mecha flickies.
I beg to differ, doofus. We returned the bird bots to their normal anatomy, after which they all flew into the magic ring.
All that's left is your roboticizer, Chubs!
Oh no!
Defeated again!
Come on, dudes, let's blow this pop stand.
Stop helping. Exactly, stop helping him. Is that the first time we saw Censor? No, I think we saw one before. That Flicky is goated. He sure is. I just wish the writer snuck in one hard swear in a random issue. They can't. They legally can't. If they want to, like, sell it to if they want to market it to kids, they can't legally do that. You can't really sneak. I mean, you can sneak in things that are suggestive and that, like, may be, you know, misconstrued by kids, but not like not an expletive. Like, you can't have an expletive there.
Now hold on. You destroyed my exoskeletal battlesuit. That flew me here. How am I supposed to get home?
You're not. Flicky Island is now your prison for a few consecutive life terms, Ivo. Bon voyage!
Oh, shoot. Shit.
Wait, come back! No, don't maroon me on this remote atoll in the middle of nowhere!
Careful, you're leaving an oil slick on the water. Ready, get ready. Here it comes.
I hate you, Hedgehog!
Beep. That's traveling music to my ears.
Sonic Blast. What a blast, dude. Hope you enjoyed our adaptation of the new Sonic 3 Blast game. If you haven't played the game yet, you have to make an appointment to do so right away. The people at Sega of America were nice enough to allow little old me to try the game out 2 months before it would invade stores all over when we started on this issue. Honored as I was, please don't tell me this is fucking Ken. Honored as I was, I tried the game out as soon as I got home and was flabber-blasted to the nth degree, as I'm sure you will be too. Remember, save those flicky birds. It's not just a slogan, it's a way of life. God, this is the kind of shit I would write when I was like 12. I'm also here to remind you to keep reading Sonicgrams for the latest details on upcoming special and game adaptations. Also, check out our special features, including a 4-page Find Your Name in Print listing, over 1,000 names, or 3-page all-color fan art not printed in the regular series. Enjoy! On another note, we received tons of letters from... Oh, it's the editor. It's Freddy. Never mind. On another note, we've received tons of letters from Knuckles fans asking for another series. Well, starting in late January 1997, Knuckles the Dark Legion, a new 3-issue miniseries, makes its debut. Just what is the Dark Legion? And what does it have to do with Knuckles' past, present, and future? Join Knuckles and his island buddies, the Chaotix, as they prepare for their greatest threat yet. More revelations will be made on Nintendo Switch this coming on the mysterious history of the Echidnas, including Knuckles' lineage as guardian of the floating island. Bonus, all 3 covers combine to make one big That's pretty cool. Whoa, that is pretty neat. Holy. Collect all 3. Also next month in Sonic 45, the return of everybody's favorite cave bear, Moby. The Freedom Fighters find out Dr. Robotnik's plan to build a new installation in the middle of the Mobian jungle. It's there that Moby makes his home, but before they can warn him, the Freedom Fighters are ambushed by gorillas or gorillas. Get it? Because they're spelled differently, but they sound the same. Thoughts on the adaptation? Meh. This is how this comic happened. The demo play of 3D Blast, the autoplay game when you want. It shows off the final boss. Really? I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. Too bad it's never getting reprinted. Wait, what is? Oh, this comic? Yeah. And Robotnik doesn't currently have a way off the island. Do they just remove him from power, even if temporarily? You would hope so. You would hope that would be the case. What do they have to do with this story? Pick up the book and find out. Also, Knuckles' quest continues as he gets one step closer to the Sword of Acorn, the Sorcerer and the Enchantress, from the Ancient Walkers' cryptic message, Attack. On sale January 1997. Send your letters to Sonic Blast. And prepare for yourself for Endgame, the 4-part story that will lead into Sonic's 50th anniversary issue. Whatever you do, don't miss it. Wait, so this came technically before? Whatever, dude.
What's up, readers? I'm Sonic, your faster of ceremonies.
Your FC?
And I'm Sally. Welcome to the Tough Awards. Tough stands for the Ultimate Freedom Fighter.
And tough is also what it is if you don't win. Did you write this corny monologue, Rotor?
Oh, sorry, but I was too busy taping to think of anything funny, Sonic.
Anyway, after each award, we'll be showing off a clip of the winner in action, taped by our cameraman, Rotor. Don't tell me you sealed the envelopes.
Why does this animal say ARF, but Sonic speaks like a person?
The first award goes to the fastest freedom fighter, me. What a surprise. And here is a clip of, hey! Rotor, what is this?
You run too fast for my camera, Sonic, so I used a tape of you fast asleep.
Okay.
Right. Our next award goes to the strongest freedom fighter, Bunny. Here she is demonstrating her... Huh? You call that strong, Rotor? She's opening a jar of grape jam.
Well, that was the best I could do, Sonic. Besides, it's hard to open a stuck jar.
Here's our bravest freedom fighter, Tails, going face to face with... a mosquito? And our most loyal freedom fighter, Antoine.
Yes, I know who ate all the donuts, but I will never tell. Excuse me.
And our smartest freedom fighter award goes to...
I'll take that, Sonic.
What makes you think you're the smartest freedom fighter, Sal?
Simple. I just pulled the plug on the stupid award show.
Ah, way past smart, Sal.
That was very much like early Archie comics. That was very, like, cutesy, very like, ha 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 ha, you know, like that shit. The Find Your Name in Print page. Wow, look at all these names, dude. I wonder if, like, a name like mine is here. I doubt it. Toothman? Toothman's a last name? Interesting. Melody Hillard. David Carmack. What do you think all these people are doing nowadays? Oh, I really hope I find a Sarah Rose in here. How are these organized? I don't understand. Lou Sun. Manuel Astacio. Wow. Names of all kinds, and yet mine is nowhere to be found. But we have Nabil Ahangazada. Cool. Oh dear God. Yeah, we got Kevin Rose. That's close to Sarah Rose. Nope. We got Sarah Adkins. That's close. Wow, we got Micah. That's close enough to my name. Biblically speaking. What if there was just an Aum in here somewhere? And I was like, whoa. I just missed it. Jeffrey Dempsey. Charles Goodman. Maricruz Covarrubias. Wow. Oh my God. They continue. We have H at the bottom of the last page. What? Your name's definitely not on there. Wait, your name's not Emmy? Are you telling me your name is not Emmy-san? Whew. Serbini. Natasha. Damn. I might have missed it. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Oh, I see. Okay. My name is Charlie. No, it's not. Oh, it just ends with H, the letter. Oh. They included this massive wall of names, but cut out all sonograms and gag comics and all other issues. Well, I think it's just because they're reprints and like digitized versions of them, where like it's the point is the comic and not like the sonograms or anything. So for Emiko, which is your Japanese name, that's cool.
Snively, how much longer must I wear this ridiculous disguise?
Sorry, your leafiness, but it was necessary to camouflage ourselves so that we could sneak up on the freedom fighter known as Bunny and plant a tracking device on her. Get it, sir? Plant a device on her?
Quiet, Begonia Brain. She's waking up.
That was a honey of a nap. I'll head for home now.
We'll track her from a distance, Snively, and she'll lead us straight to the freedom fighter's secret headquarters in that whole village.
Soon.
My stars! These weeds sure have grown since I was last here. This is where my robotic limbs come in handy. Perhaps we should go around the weeds, sir. They're rather tall.
Nonsense. We'll dash right through them. Follow me. There. I told you a few weeds couldn't hurt me.
Maybe so, sir. But what about the small animals hiding in the weeds?
Ow!
She's crossing the lake by bouncing on the rubber plants.
Boing, boing, boing.
I hate seeing someone have so much fun. Boing. Let's go, Snively. Anything a freedom fighter can do, I can do.
Of course, sir. Just remember not to jump too hard.
Boing. Ow, me, ow, down, from, here, Snively.
Miles later.
Why did we have to choose a rabbit to plant the tracking device on?
Dr. Robotnik, look. She leaped across the gorge. That's impossible even for a perfect physical specimen like you, sir.
Perhaps you're right this time, Snively. Dunk. As long as she's wearing the tracking device, she can't elude us. We'll return to Robotropolis. Put together an army of bots to attack Knothole and take off these stupid costumes.
I mean, you probably could have taken them off hours ago.
I thought I heard something fall when I landed. There it is. Like one of my little old circuits fell off. I'll pick it back up and... Hey, that ain't food sugar. Now I'll never get that gizmo back. Those little critters dig miles underground. Whoop. I'd better get home.
Much later.
But sir, we've been digging for hours.
Why, quiet, you idiot! The tracking device pinpointed knothole as being somewhere underground, and I'm going to find it, if we have to dig forever!
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss when it was just silly like this. I kind of miss when it was just, like, nonsense and just, like, oh. Damn, for 13, this was pretty damn good. Hey, it's Sonic Chaos. Simão Pedro Oliveira, cadete from Portugal. Sonic versus Mecha Sonic. Sure is. I love that Mecha Sonic just looks like a jet. It's a scene from Space Jam 1. Oh, yeah. From them digging. Yeah, I forgot. Dude, it's been forever since I've seen the original Space Jam. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Again, especially for age 12, that's pretty damn neat. Space is limited, so only a few will be chosen. I really wish that we did get, like, the fan art zone in the comic prints, but oh well. Artistic fanvelope. Sonic Rams. That's pretty neat. Whoa. Rose Besh. Oh, cool. It's like a little postcard. That's neat. Very artistic. Nice. I wish I could read any of that, but I cannot. Cool. Dude, is that a tattoo? Nuh-uh. I think this is a tattoo. That's pretty sick. Oh, look, all the comics. Dude, that Sonic is ballin'. Whoa, that's a cool Sonic and Knuckles. Oh my god, we're back to these. Oh, but that's the last page. Shit. Did I miss these? I miss, like, the graphic zone and shit like that from the Fleetway comics. Sonic Live and Space Jam were released in the same month and year. That would not surprise me. Do your dance, take your chance at the Space Jam. All right. Y'all ready for this? I didn't catch who's my favorite Mario voice outside of Charles. Toru Furuya, Lou Albano, or Chris Pratt? I've actually not heard Toru Furuya's version of Mario. I mean, Chris didn't do a terrible job at it. It's just very different, you know? The same way that Lou Albano was very different as Mario. Oh, it might have been Tails, I don't know. The beginning of the Penders verse? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, it's not the beginning. It's the continuation of the Dark Legion. What an expression, wow. In many ways, Knuckles' life has been a simple one, even though it came with many responsibilities from the moment he was born. Only at pivotal moments in his young life has he become aware of the magnitude of those responsibilities and the obligations he has incurred, not only because of who he is, but what he is as well. As guardian of the floating island, Knuckles has ever sought to preserve the utopia-like environment for his inhabitants. Ever watchful of danger usually from forces originating from Mobius proper, he never dreamed his greatest threat would one day come from his own kind. Having never previously interacted with any other echidna save his father, Knuckles for the first time finds himself questioning the lessons he has learned and their relevancy to the predicament he now finds himself in. At this pivotal life point, he must decide whether to side with his own kind in the belief they may be right, or to oppose them out of the simple faith in what he has been taught by his parent. Unlike most choices he must make, this may be the most difficult yet, as either side can claim that blood is thicker.
Either I'm dreaming.
That is way easier to do when my hair is longer. When my hair is short, that kind of hurts to do. Yes, it was Boolin. It was.
Either I'm dreaming or someone doesn't care if they make me mad. Nobody wants to make me mad. Tough talk coming from someone in your position. Let's see how tough you really are talking to Kragok. Let's go. So the big cheese wants to talk turkey, huh? With my lovable personality, how could anyone be disagreeable? I'd check the ego before I speak with Kragok if I were you. Very funny.
Fucking kiss the cook. They're just having a barbecue outside.
We'll see how amusing you are once he's finished with you. Get in there.
Sins of the fathers.
There he is. Come in, Knuckles. We've a lot to discuss. Giving me the silent treatment, eh? There's a time and place for everything, but here and now is neither the place or the time. Sit. It's kinda hard to be obliging when one is shackled. Get my drift? Release him! Lest you get any foolish notions, remember, my men won't hesitate to take action. Now then, where shall we begin?
I guess he would have snapped before.
My queen, the situation concerning the echidnas grows worse.
We've done all that we can, Christopheles. What more can we do? They appointed one of their own to act as a safeguard from themselves and their own technology.
That may be the root of the problem, my lady. There isn't precedence for his station amongst his people.
Perhaps if he had a guide, someone with experience such as those in this chamber. Any volunteers? Christopheles?
I live to serve, my queen. I'm on my way.
Sega Saturn throne? What? Oh, shit. Yeah, the emblem is a Sega Saturn emblem. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize. Good eye.
The citizens are a craven and cowardly lot. Maybe if I adopted a disguise, I might be able to inspire and raise their spirits. I must be a creature of light and hope. An ant?
You don't need the cloak of secrecy. Your enemy already has that. Let the light of your truth be your weapon.
I can't deny you make sense. Why should I listen to you?
Your son is in grave danger, for he has discovered the truth, as all of you will be unless...
Wait!
Wait! Where are you going? I haven't finished.
The time to talk has passed.
Why is he riding a horse?
My people, my son now need me to act. Where to start, eh? How about I start by getting rid of all the repressed anger in me? How about I see how tough you really are? Do you really think I need my guards to handle the likes of you? And why are they still holding me, leadhead? I'm the one who asked the questions here. For your sake, you just better have answers. To begin with, where is the Chaos Chamber? Beats me. You're a guardian. Of course you know. But I won't waste my time playing your games. I'll just do as you suggest. Beat him. You hit like sissies. I got him. That's my leg, you idiot. Know what time it is, fellas? It's crunch time.
Oh wow, it really does become a thing, doesn't it?
And boy, do I mean crunch.
Yeah, they have a horse. I wonder if there are horse anthros then. Yeah, me too. I have no idea. What type of content would I like for us to raid content-wise? I mean, if you find anybody playing Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog that, you know, has a camera and a mic and all that, that'd be pretty cool. If you can. Preferably people that, like, you know, we can see their reaction and, like, hear their... I don't know. I like making people's day, so I like hearing, like, how they react. But yeah, I mean, in terms of content, like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't strictly have to be Sonic, but just Sonic adjacent, just because, like, it makes more sense for us to redirect them to them. Or you guys to them. David with the 2, thank you so much. When making comic thumbnails, do I use a prop? Yes, I use the encyclopedia as, like, my book, and then I just, like, Photoshop the comic covers onto the book. But that's about it, though. Like, I just take a little bit of a video, like, edit out the background, and then just edit that. You and Craig found the same person? Nice. Beautiful.
Say goodnight, soldier boy. You... Good thing the echidnas are all roughly the same size. Hate to think how I'd pull this off if we weren't. And now, oh my god, is that the bot of 87? That fucking Freddy Fazbear? Jesus Christ.
I do like that, like, they show that this echidna is, like, half robot, too. Just like, Kagok, whatever the fuck his name is. Kargok. But these seem to be more roboticized.
Ugh, there's no way the punk could have survived the crash. You see a body? I don't see any. You know what they say. Unless you see a body. What's that? Whatever it was, it sounded like it came from over here. Did you say something? Let's go. He isn't ever coming back from Neverland.
Dad? I'm so sorry, Dad. It should be me lying there, not you. What your father would want is for you to find the strength to continue. My name is Christopheles, and I'm here to help.
Damn bones. Damn bones. Those connected to the knock bone connected to the damn bone. Police, Vector, give it a rest.
The trouble with you, SBO, is that you... Hello? What's this?
What's it look like to you? This here's a jailbreak. Don't trust him, guys. It's a trick. You bet it is. And if we don't get this show on the road, it'll be us instead of those doofuses. What we need is a diversion. Any ideas?
How about a chariot over there, Knuckles?
So far, so good. My son has given me much reason for hope. Still, he's gonna need help if he is to persevere. Archimedes, it's about time.
It was a most difficult choice. Knuckles still needs me.
The alarm.
Whoever can it be? In all of Haven's existence, it has yet to be penetrated by an enemy.
Should have known. Rather than the enemy. Rather the enemy than Altair. Did you hear? We're supposed to be moving out soon. Not soon enough if you ask me.
Welcome back, Jojo. I make interesting faces? I'm sure I do. Oh, for the thumbnails? Yeah. They didn't respond to you in chat. Oh, that sucks. I will love the Echidna-related issues then. Artists will be drawing gnarly-looking bionic tech. I think I'll enjoy the artistry probably more than the story. I'm not against the story that's being presented here, because the thing is, in the games, nothing was established other than, like, Knuckles comes from an ancient civilization that is gone now. Like, he is the last of the civilization. So for them to, like, I think maybe that's why, like, they kind of let Penders just do whatever he wanted with Knuckles' backstory, because there was nothing to base it off of. And I mean, as its own story that's unrelated to Sonic, it seems to be okay. A little. I think it's more convoluted when he writes the Sonic stuff, which might have been why they let him just go buck wild with the Echidna stuff. Am I starting to understand why Pender sued BioWare? I mean, kind of, I guess. Hello, Kim Possible. How you doing? Never thought I'd say that in my life. All right, Aura, take care now. You still don't like how Archie handled Knuckles' backstory. Oh, I guess I'll see how it goes. Although the comics were originally printed in zines, couldn't you use a thinner paperback or hardcover to give a more authentic look? What do you mean? I mean, that's just what I have available. I don't really have, like... I mean, I guess I could. I don't really have a comic or anything. Or a paperback. Well, I guess I have one of the IDW comics that's paperback. I could use that. I have not seen Pariah's content. I don't know who you're talking about. These are the re-releases, issues, and archives. What was archives? I don't know. I don't actually know what archives was.
Whoa, check this out! Kragok's gonna have someone's head for this! That ought to break him up. Hey, all these aerobics are getting to yours truly! How about a break? Later. Right now, we need to create some breathing room between us and them. So let's move it or lose it. You always did know how to make one feel welcome, grandson. And you have some nerve showing up here, old man. We're still paying for the consequences of your selfishness. Selfishness! What would you call it?
Please, everyone, please, this is an old argument. If Athair is here, it must be important. Oh boy.
More than you think. Consider this your warning. Warning? What warning? Come back here! You've got to explain!
You can pick your friend's disciple, but you can't pick your family. Even my father thought that Athair was quite a load. I'd better return and assist Knuckles. The lad probably thinks I've abandoned him.
Not so fast. Knuckles and the boys are all right for the moment. Your wisdom is more important here. If Athair and Ancient Walkers are concerned, much as I hate to admit it, that's got me really worried. Our mistake is that we didn't work with Edmund to prepare him for the difficult journey ahead. First, we develop your body. You, however, are another story. Oh, whoops. Oh. Our mistake is that we didn't work with Edmund to prepare him for the difficult journey ahead. You, however, are another story. First, we develop your body. Then we work with your mind.
Yo, 32-bit? 16-bit? 4-bit?
Not only will you master the sciences, you'll develop a philosophy, learn morality and ethics, and with time and much patience, attain the ultimate discipline.
Behold, your past, your future. It's the Chaos Emerald. More than that, it's the source of our existence here on the floating island. Your energy is channeled through it as well. All you have to do is believe. Excellent, Steppenwolf! Excellent! I am proud of you, as your father would be. Only one more thing. Only one thing more. Before you assume the mantle of Guardian, there it is, Steppenwolf. Your new home.
Where?
What home?
Why, straight ahead. Just keep walking.
Are you sure?
More than sure. Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome to Haven. This will be your base of operations, as well as that of future Guardians.
Okay. Then Sonic comes along and is just like, I'm super now. Thoughts on Archimedes? I like him. I think he's an interesting character. I don't like how he doesn't tell Knuckles more things, because there's really no reason to not tell him these things unless there's something I'm missing. But at the same time, it feels foolish to not. It's the classic story of like, I couldn't tell you because you weren't ready yet. And it's just like, dude, okay, maybe I'm not ready, but there's no reason I couldn't have this information. You know what I mean? Use a standard hard copy to Photoshop comic book images on, but you don't have a magazine to use as a reference with. I mean, I technically, yeah, I don't have a reference for it, but I do have something that's close enough, because this is like standard like size for comics, right? So I could just use this. I didn't even think of that. This would make more sense, like going forward. Because here's the thing too, is that for the Charai Live channel, I have to recreate a lot of the thumbnails anyway. So I might just like gather some some of my shirts and like remake some of these. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Knuckles' dad? Kind of same with Archimedes, where I kind of don't understand why he's so secretive and didn't just like let Knuckles in on what was happening, but I don't know. Did we already meet Sean Connery? I don't know who Sean Connery is. I know who Sean Connery is. I don't know who in the context of the Sonic comics you're talking about. I would agree, Meme Guy, but to be fair, I don't really know much about the Dark Legion yet, but I would agree. I didn't mind what they did with the Dark Brotherhood, honestly, or the Nocturnus clan. Did I see a horse? I saw a horse. I mean, a horse was ridden, but not as a character yet. You can't meet Sean Connery, not anymore.
Keep going. They can't be that far ahead. That does it. Not another step. They can have my hat to make Cragog's personal luggage if they want. Chill, Victor. I got it. Mighty, I need you to play lumberjack with this fine piece of oak. And bring it on down. Such brilliant strategy. Such clever tactics. For the bush leagues, that is. Gunners, load salvos, and fire! 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 We'll burn it all down if that's what it takes. The dope is strictly Looney Tunes. He'll stop at absolutely nothing to achieve his objectives.
So does Looney Tunes exist in this universe? I mean, I guess it does.
Say, fellas, do you hear that? If it's what I think it is, there's only one thing we can do. Get out of the way!
To be continued. Oh no. Sag. Super Sag. Who would I like to meet, voice acting wise? Like, honestly, probably Charles Martinet. Like, I've seen him in person a couple times because he's gone to the same conventions I have, but I've usually been like, either he's incredibly swamped, and that's why I've not like gotten in line to meet him, and I just want to do other things and not waste like 3 hours trying to meet him. Or because it's weird. It's kind of strange the amount of voice actors I've actually talked to and have had personal kind of conversations with. And I've never really thought about it, but it is kind of weird. The first one I ever met was Mike Pollock, because I did an interview with him, and then I met him in person at that same convention. I met him at Too Many Games and took a photo with him. I I've met Kenny James, who is the voice actor for Bowser in the Mario games, at a party of all places. It was a content creator party, and I guess he was like invited because he was there as a guest at the convention I was at. And he like struck up conversation with me. Are you here for the end? Yeah, we're just like shooting the shit at the end. He was a really cool dude. He was just, talking about like how he thought it was kind of goofy. Because the thing you have to realize about voice actors is that they're not really gamers themselves. So it was of his opinion that he thought it was kind of silly that like all he had to do, this is how he said it. Yeah, I just think it's kind of interesting how like all you have to do is like go into a booth and be like, "Roar!" And then you get paid, and then like people love you. I was like, yeah, that's how it goes. Issue 45 is the last Cesare issue. Is it really? That sucks. But yeah, he was like a cool dude. This is something that remember when I was saying that I didn't want to mention something that I was like maybe getting involved in voice acting wise. That was because I was whenever I talk about something, I feel like I always jinx myself and I kind of ruin it. But as the fates have it, like the people who worked on the Soulstar prototype are working on their own game, Criminals Within. You should check out the trailer because they got featured by IGN, they got featured by Gematsu. They put together a trailer and like they had me audition for one of the roles, and I had to meet with the casting director, and the casting director was Lonnie Manella, I mean, who I've been a fan of for a long time because she was the first voice for Rouge in Sonic. She was Pit in Smash Brothers. She was Lucas in the Smash games. And she's done just a bunch of voice work for years, dude. She has a close relationship with like Sega and Sonic team. She's had a bunch of different clients. She's Nancy Drew, and so like it was just super surreal to me to like, because I remember once, this was years ago, when like after I interviewed Mike Pollock, I thought like I'll reach out to a bunch of voice actors and see who's available. And so I reached out to her, and she told me like, yeah, I would love to like do this with you, but the thing is I'm very busy, because I have like my family stuff, I have my work stuff, so like whenever I have the chance I'll get back to you. And she was very nice, but she never did get back to me, I guess, because she was so busy. And then when it came to this, audition, I was like talking to her like about the audition process, and then beyond that, she was still like talking to me, like she was still like, oh, like what microphone do you use? What's the recording environment you're in? Like she was giving me voice acting tips and stuff, and like that was super cool too. And now if I have like voice acting anything that I need to do, I'll just like shoot her a message and she'll like get back to me. So it's like it's super cool. Did I know that Quentin Flynn both voiced Silver in Forces and Raiden in Metal Gear Rising? Not just in Metal Gear Rising, he voiced Raiden in every Metal Gear game. But yes, I did know that. I love voice acting stuff. I love voice acting trivia. I have such respect for voice actors. I don't know every single little thing that every single actor's been in, but whenever it's something that interests me, like Sonic or like Pokemon or like Metal Gear, whatever, like I end up learning a little bit more about their lives. And like, did you guys know that David Hayter, who plays Solid Snake, was like a writer of the old X-Men movies? I always thought that was super interesting. I was like, what? That's cool. Yeah, Quentin Flynn was also Axel from Kingdom Hearts. Iruka and Naruto, I didn't know that because I don't really know Naruto, but which voice actor do I look up to the most? That is a fantastic question. Oh man, that's a tough question. Like who is one that is like just super inspiring to me and that has like such an array of voices? Because the thing is, like, I feel like it's also very different environments. You know what I mean? Like, there are voice actors who specialize mostly in games and who also do anime, and then there are voice actors who mostly do like cartoons and stuff, or like I don't know. Like, I feel like Tara Strong is someone who kind of dabbles in both. She's both like a cartoon act. I don't think she's done. I don't know if she's done anime. She probably has, but like she also is no stranger to like video game roles. Um, it's tough. There's no. I don't think there's any one actor that I look up to the most. I think the reason I look up to Lonnie a lot is because she's not just an actor, but she's also a director. She's also like she's a casting director. She's a voice director. So like she knows the industry really, really well. And I think that I look up to her for that. And, like her like filmography and like just her the amount of shit she's done is wild. Has Tara Strong been in live action? I'm pretty sure she has. Yeah. Did I know that Roger Craig Smith is in High Fry Rush? Yes. My friend Deephead actually told me about that. Christina V does Kilo and Hunter x Hunter. I almost it was funny because I knew Christina V. The reason I know Christina V is because she was once married to Nathan Sharp, who was a musician that I used to listen to a lot. They separated years ago. And I knew her because of that. And I later found out that she does Shantae's voice. And I went to a party in LA because I was at E3 and I saw her at that party and she was talking to Black Nerd Comedy. And I was just like, oh, wow. It would be really cool to like go up and like ask for a photo or ask for like a video or something. Cause like my friend Dylan really loves Shantae. And I thought it would be like cool to like ask her for that. But I was I was like too nervous to ask her for anything. And then like later on I tweeted at her like, hey, I saw you at a party, but I was like a little too nervous to like say anything, but it was really cool to see you. And she like was really nice about it. She's like, oh, you should have like said something. Like I would have loved to meet you. Like she was really sweet. So if I ever see her again, I will definitely make sure to do that. You recently learned that Michael Keaton voiced Porco Rosso from the Studio Ghibli movie. I did not know that. Do I look up to Mel Blanc? I mean, obviously, I feel like any voice actor who knows about you kind of need to know about voice acting history. And when we went to our local theater where we went to go see the Mario movie, because Sarah and I went to go see the Puss in Boots movie that came out last year and the Mario movie when it came out. And I guess at our local theater, they just have like a bunch of old Looney Tunes cartoons. And it was funny because like they showed like a Sylvester and Tweety cartoon. And like I could tell that every single character in that was Mel Blanc. Because like he just had such like he was the first voice actor to really advocate for voice credits. Because he like if you watched a cartoon back in the day, like from in the 40s, 50s, chances are Mel Blanc had a role in it. So it's just so cool to like see the man in action. And like I've seen documentaries on the man, and like obviously, I mean, if you do voice acting, if you know voice acting, you know that name. You know Mel Blanc. But yeah. Yeah, she was also, that's right. She was also Ladybug in Miraculous Ladybug. That's right. Yeah, that's true. There's one VA you've seen her in person a couple times. You wish you could take him back to every time you try to talk to them because you came off as stalkerish. I would like to meet Roger at some point. Yeah, I would definitely love to meet Roger at some point. Dude, if I could meet all the Sonic voice actors in some capacity, that'd be sick. Was Nathan Sharp Nate Wants to Battle? Yes. Yes, who are we rating? Indeed. I agree. Your options are a VTuber called Kairi Akita playing SA2, Dead Horizon playing Open Arena Smash, found Radical Retro Game Levon playing Sonic 2. We checked, they have public chat. Okay. I don't Sonic, yeah, we can check out Retro Game Levon. Why not? Let me update the spreadsheet. And we will be done for the day. Funk. Thoughts on Erica Mendez? Well, I know that name. Don't remember. What will you be having, sir? We have prepared the menu for you. Oh, thank you. Retro game. Cool. Let me put on my headphones as always so I can hear what they are saying. If anything at all. And link you guys to that. Do I know Cassandra Lee Morris? Yes! She plays like every... I would love to meet her too, because she plays like every character that ends up annoying me in some capacity. Because she played, Morgana in Persona 5. She played, what's-her-face from Three Houses. I forget her name. But yeah, that'd be cool too. Alrighty. They are still live. Yes, go say hi. Be kind to yourselves and each other as always. I love you all. I will see you. I might be late tomorrow because I have something to do tomorrow, so I might be a little late just as a heads up, but I will stream tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Goodbye, everybody.